Emma Beauchamp didn't bother to try to hide the small smile that tugged at her lips as she watched two of the team's youngest players taking selfies with their gold medals before slipping through the locker room doors. They had put in the work and more than earned this moment, but part of her wondered if they truly appreciated the prize they held. It was their first games, after all, coming off a gold medal at Worlds a year before, so they had yet to experience anything but winning. Victory was sweet, there was no denying that, but this one was all the sweeter for her, because she knew what it was like to put in just as much blood, sweat, and tears as they had coming into this tournament, only to come up heartbreakingly short time and time and time again. She had decided at the beginning of this Olympic cycle that this would be her last go-round, her last attempt to attain the one championship that had eluded her over the course of her career. And now that she finally had the Olympic gold she'd been chasing, she was more secure than ever in her decision. She had spent close to half her life as the face of the program and the last 9 years as its captain, had suited up for 4 Olympic Games, 10 World Championships, and more friendlies than she could remember, and she was ready to move on. She glanced toward the glow from the reporters' cameras that filtered around the curve of the corridor that led to the exit, as they waited to try and steal one last post-game reaction interview from players from both teams, and ran her thumb over the medal clasped tightly in her hand as she turned away from the light and toward the ice that had seen her greatest dream finally realized. Later, she would have to face the press and their questions, but for now, she wanted just a few moments to reflect and enjoy this moment that was a lifetime in the making.